things that I left unsaid.
Hello everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. When we left off in the previous episode, we were making our rounds through the Queendom, visiting some of the ambassadors that are helping us to run, well, the place that the Queen runs. And of course, we have since then returned back to the castle, and one of you lovelies gave me an awesome idea, which we will be executing in this episode. But for now, we have settled down next to Lady Rose Alcandrica as she enters her third trimester of pregnancy. As you can see, she has been left with the rotten mac and cheese. It seems as though, since Ursula was the one who stayed behind and had to look after her, Ursula completely ignored the fact that Rose probably needs fresh food, and so Rose is living off the plates of mac and cheese that Nymphadora left behind for her. Of course, when she received it, it was fresh, but not anymore. She doesn't care though. She's hungry. She wants food in her stomach, so she is going to down all of that disgustingness. And we are gonna let her. Why? Because Ursula was in charge when they left, so there we go, that's what's happening. But she's in her third trimester, and we are going to be, I think, just hanging out with the other ladies and seeing what they get up to back in the castle. It's nice to be back after 2 episodes of going out and adventuring around, so let's hit this on play and get started, shall we? Okay, we'll pop the walls down. You can see third trimester. So I don't know if it's this episode, but definitely the next episode she should be having this baby. But okay, as you can see, we've got dirty plates all around the place. Oh my goodness, I feel bad for her, I really do, but Ursula doesn't care, so there we go. Nymphadora is taking a bath. Nice, nice, nice. Is anyone thirsty? Yes, they are. Okay, so it looks as though Lady Freya is thirsty, so why don't you come this way and grab a potion. There's only 4 left, which is a bit scary. There's 4 potions left. Oh my goodness. Queenie, you're going to have to come up with something, because 4 potions is not going to last that long. Especially between 4 ladies. It is definitely not going to last that long. So we'll see how long they can make this work, and what other solution the Queen comes up with. Okay, Freya. Are you revitalized? Yes, she is. So we're going to go through, see what the ladies would like to get up to, and we'll work that around the other stuff we have going on at the castle. So, okay, Nymphadora, cook an excellent meal and collect honey. Well, she's normally not the one in charge of honey. I think the priestess is in charge of that when the alchemist is out. So, I guess we could get you to cook an excellent meal. We'll try. I don't think she's ever done cooking in her life. Has she? Well, apparently she has. I don't know if she's going to make an excellent meal, but we'll definitely try. And then Freya wants to, of course, win a game of chess. Yep, she wants to think through a bunch of things, as usual. Her sister, Queen Athena, wants to read a vampire book. Oh yeah, we still had that in from last time. And Lady Ursula. Oh, you know what? I'll get rid of these ones. Because I have a thing where I don't like putting in whims again until everyone from the previous round has gotten their whims completed. And I forgot that the Queen hadn't. So we'll send the other ladies to do some other stuff. Queenie, however, you need a potion. Look at that, we're just going through all our stores. The Queen needs a drink, very soon the other 2 will as well, and the Queen's gonna have to find some sort of alternative. It's very stressful, it's all very stressful, but I'm sure the Queen has thought this through, right? I'm sure she's gonna work something out. I hope she does. I think she will. I think she will. No need for us to worry. Okay. It's kind of nice that they just grab stuff and then drink at the business. I like it. The potion shop. It's really fun. Okay, you, my darling, need to go read that vampire book that we started not too long ago. So let's come down here and grab it. It was a level 2. Volume 2. There we go. Volume 2. Vampirical volume, or something like that, is what she is going to be reading. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, this is her corner. She just grabs a book, settles down, and reads about vampires, which I like. This is nice. This is a nice spot. It's really cozy. Makes me happy that the Sims are using these areas. Okay, so she's gonna be working on that. We're gonna have to wait for her to finish the entire book, I think, before this whim is satisfied. Meanwhile, we actually have a bunch of other things we can actually work on. Now, we didn't have any... No. Oh, it's Lady Melina's ghost. We didn't have any... Geez, what is it? In my brain, my mind. See, now I don't even remember. Now I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh well, oh well. Let's go ahead. Put this away. Look, she is actually turning out some good quality stuff over here. Yeah. So let's continue authenticating these. We have how many? Including this one, we have 4 more left, and then she can head on down to the treasury and actually pop all of these in to the cabinets that we have. So that's pretty cool. Get Nymphadora to work on this. She and Ursula haven't been chatting much. And since the whole berry bash, they've actually been separated. Because Ursula's had to stay here and look after Rose, and Nymphadora's been accompanying the royal sisters throughout the queendom to meet people and acquaint themselves with the ambassadors, so that's interesting. That's interesting. They haven't autonomously interacted with each other either. And I see some bees. I see bees. And Lady Frey, you have a very important job as well. And you know what your job is? Actually, can we get any profits? Yes. You need to get the profits. And then... Yeah, Ursula's been chatting with Freya, but she hasn't been chatting with Nymphadora. Maybe she's a bit shy. Maybe she's a bit hesitant to give in to the gooiness of romance. I don't know. But okay. Let's go ahead. Get Freya. Freya, I don't know why you're making so many rounds. You just have to go and grab this. Okay, there we go. She's gonna grab these. Done. And then she's gonna go straight back down into the dungeon because she needs to meditate. And why is that a thing? Well, we need her wellness skill to go up because she's supposed to be able to use the fertility massage, but that's gonna be pointless if everyone's had their babies. So she needs to be on that. Since she is free, we consider her free right now because she doesn't have a whim that she wants to do. Any desires, all her desires have been fulfilled. She needs to go work on whatever her assignment is, which is getting more wellness skill or her priestess skills. So let's see. Right now, she is on level 5. I don't know which level you get the fertility massage, but it is there apparently. It is there. Athena, done! Okay, good. She's completed her whim, so that's excellent. I don't think Athena had... Oh, no, she did have something to do. One of you lovelies actually pointed out... Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this swapped out at some stage. Probably once we start having teens. But one of you lovelies pointed out that the queen should have a group for the ambassadors and for the other ladies throughout the queendom that she can call upon. That way, even if her relationship with them fades, we can still call them. So while we know them, I'm going to try and get that arranged. So let's go ahead. We use that for training day. I want to use something bat-oriented, you know? Something batty. I'm sure we have options. We usually have plenty of options. Okay. Come on, not birds, think bats. Think bats, not birds. No, I guess this, this one here works. I don't want geese or dragons. I want the ambassadors. Actually, this works out quite nicely. This one. This one or that. Huh. I'll keep to this, I think. That works out quite nicely. So let's go ahead and... I don't want to call it ambassadors, but I guess they are. So, ambassadors. Is that how you spell ambassadors? I don't know. I'm hoping so. Oh, geez, now I'm doubting this. Is that an E? No, A sounds about right, doesn't it? Let me just get Google out and ask Google if that's how you spell ambassadors, guys. Otherwise, that's going to irritate me. So, ambassadors. Yep, seems to be it. Okay, coolios. So, the queen summoning, I think. The queen summoning. Nice. Does summoning have to... Oh, geez. Summoning. There we go. And we'll invite the others. Also, I'm pretty sure Narcissa had a summoning, but I don't know what's happened to that group. I don't know if it got transferred to Athena. Probably didn't, because as usual, I forget a bunch of things. So we're going to have to get that worked out as well. My goodness. Okay. So, for example, Christmas Winter is going to join. Riley Pitts, Lucinda Darling, Juliette Clermont, Janelle, oh, damn it. Okay, so Arya Frost has been left out. So we're just going to have to wait until we get more space. But there we go. We should have enough, because the total amount of ambassadors I have is 6, I think. So we should have everyone squared away. But we're going to have to wait until we unlock one of these. Which is fine. Now, what would the ambassadors do when they're together? Obviously, whenever they meet, they're supposed to tell each other what's going on in the queendom and make connections. So definitely be friendly. And what else? Well, I guess give speech. That could be interesting. Yeah. We don't have any space where they can actually give a speech. I guess be funny, because that's part of interacting. And what else? That's pretty much all for social stuff. Home activities. Nothing really. Outdoor activities. Nope. Nothing particularly here. Huh. Interesting. Well, and we, of course, don't want them to be mischievous, of course. Drink plasma. I guess that could be a thing they do, but I don't think we want them to be that mischievous. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, no. Actually, we can get them to play cards. Play Don't Wake the Llama, these sort of games, because that encourages socialization. So we'll do that. And anything else? That was good thinking, guys. Oh, yeah, and chess. Play chess. Good. So that way they're building connections with each other, and whenever we have, we can call the ambassadors over from time to time, or I guess if we want, we can go ahead and get the queen, like when we throw events. But I guess if we don't need them in events anymore, then we can call them for this. Or what we could do is, apart from parties and events where we invite them, might be some other celebrations we have, we could have a special day set aside, guys, where we actually go ahead and organize a gathering for the ladies, where the ambassadors specifically come on that day. So we can have a day every season that's allocated for the ambassadors to come and for them to take part in updating the queen and building a relationship with each other. Let me know what you think about that, because I feel as though that'd be pretty fun. Okay, hold on a second. Can we fix? Okay, there we go. I don't know. Now that I'm here, I don't know how I feel about the thing I picked. Where did we leave off? There is a lot. Look at how many options we have. There's so many options. Okay. I thought I was satisfied, guys, but I'm not, okay? I'm not with the little thing we chose. So let's go ahead and pick something else. You know, the hat seems pretty official. But is there nothing else with a vampire? We have this meanie one, but no, we don't want them to be meanies. I just want a vampire. Give me a vampire. It seems as though they don't want to indulge me, which is so sad, truly. I did not think it would come to this. Well, we've got a bunch of elixirs and potions and some dinosaurs. Some friendly stuff, which really isn't what we're after. There we go. That. I like that one. I like that one. It speaks of official stuff. Okay, good. But also, I want to check out, apparently there's a summoning somewhere, which should be under the Queen's control. So I want to see who the hell is the summoning under now. We have elite training, we know who that's for. Royal training, we know that. See there, summoning. Secret meeting, we know that's for Rose. That was under Rose. So summoning. Who's in the summoning? We're gonna apply. Oh, Nymphadora? That's it? Oh, because Nymphadora's probably left behind when she was younger, but she's never really... Well, you need to give that over to the Queen. Okay, so the Queen needs to join the summoning. Oh my goodness, so many things to do. Okay, let's get the Queen to join the summoning. Invite to summoning, and then the Queen needs to take charge. And then Rose has to dissipate the secret meeting that she has. So let's go get Rose to... She needs to void this club, if possible. So let's go ahead, disband. There we go. She only needed that to meet up with her brother. She doesn't need to anymore. But Nymphadora has... Have you invited? And then Nymphadora's gonna leave the summoning. Okay, nice. Queenie, don't run. Don't run. We have stuff to do. We have stuff to do. Resign from summoning. So she's gonna resign from the summoning so that the Queen has full control. And this is what the Queen's supposed to use to call people to the castle. So previously, members that she needed to have, for example, if she had to invite one of the children over, definitely to talk with them about something or meet with them, then she summons them to the castle, and that group is constantly changing, which is why we initially made it. But okay, so she no longer has any groups. The Queen is in charge of the summoning and the ambassadors, but not the royal training, which is again fine with me. And we actually need Ursula. Actually, we'll leave Persephone in there for now. We'll leave her in there. Yeah, we can do that. Because that way we get to meet her as well a lot of the times. So that's pretty fun. I think for Queen, since she's going to have an extra slot in the ambassadors after we get in Arya Frost, I think we'll add in Persephone to the other one. That might be nice. Okay, well, let's head back to the calendar. And I know we're spending a lot of time in here, but there's a few things we need to sort out. I think I'm going to go ahead with that idea that I had. Where on the second day of every season, we get the ambassadors to meet. So we have a gathering. Right, let's have a gathering. Official gathering. So we're going to have an official gathering. And let's see, what would I like to pop in here? There's so many cool stuff going on. So many cool stuff. Let's see, anything overly social? I don't want to use the crown, because that can be used for more fun things at a later point. Let's see. This bat, but I feel as though we've used that for something else. We'll use the book. Actually, no, I think we've used the book for training day. Wow, we don't have that many options, do we? I thought we had way more options than we do. Apparently not the case. What about the stage? I know that seems as though it's something more of an entertainment. You know what? That kind of suits. Yeah, we'll have that. So we'll have an official gathering on the second day of every season where the ambassadors are invited and they take part in all the activities that we have over here and build relationships with each other, update the Queen on what's happening in the Queendom. I like it. Okay, so let's have official gathering. And let me know what you guys think about that. We can get it changed if you guys aren't really on board with it, but I think it might be fun and a good way to incorporate the ambassadors as well. And we do this early on in the season, which should work out quite nicely for us. Official gathering. There we go. Official gathering. Suddenly, we have Queen Athena, way more organized than the previous queens. Oh, did that not fit? Why didn't that work? Official, oh my jeez. Official gathering. Oh, great. My goodness. Official gathering. There we go. Darn it. Seems as though that's not going to work until we're away from this season. So I'm going to have to wait to pop that in at some stage. Hopefully I am able to. But we'll leave it at that for now. And also, you lovelies have been saying that you really miss the crown tribute that we used to have. So we might reintroduce the crown tribute under a different name at a different time. Just once I work out exactly what I want, because I want to do something I want to keep the whole stone thing, because you guys liked the idea of the queen awarding the different vampiresses based on what they had. But I want to go ahead and see what I can do to make it unique to Queen Athena. Because if she scrapped the crown tribute, as it used to happen with Queen Athena and Queen Sheba, she probably has a reason for that, and she maybe wants to do something that's a bit more unique to herself. So I'm going to work out a few more details, and then we'll figure out how this works, but I'll still keep the whole... Somehow, I'll try and keep that exchanging the stones. And Queenie, you're giving Ursula a massage. This should be Freya's thing. Also, Freya, have you somehow... Sports massage. Okay, I have a feeling she needs to be very high up in the wellness scale to give fertility massages. Just have a feeling. So whoever gets ahead on this sort of thing when they're a teenager, they're going to be excellent for a queen in the next generation, I think. Personally. So, okay. Did you wrap up what you were supposed to do? Upstairs. Let's check. Yes, you did. Good girl. And you're also thirsty. So let's jump in and grab a drink. Yeah, I have a feeling we're just going to go through all the drinks in this episode. Just something that I am feeling. I think we're going to go through all the potions in this episode, and then we're going to have none left. So we'll see how the vampires cope once the thing they've been used to for so long suddenly leaves their sight. But Nymphadora is feeling good. Freya's still working on her stuff. Queenie's going around doing whatever she is. And Ursula, well, she's been doing a good job guarding, and so she doesn't have much to do. But, oh, poor Rose, she's sleeping now. And, yep, she feels atrocious. She keeps peeing herself. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. And, yeah. Also, guys, I mean, she still hasn't been executed, so you never know what could happen. But this is just a side note, because I know how many of you get so sad whenever a sim is dying, or you want to try anything to desperately save them, and all of that shenanigans. I know how excited you guys are, giving me all these ideas about how we can pull an opal, like Simple Bliss did in her own series. Like, for example, getting Rose to be taken out by someone, probably Nymphadora, maybe even Freya, and then get her disguised, so get her physically changed in her appearance, and then come back as the new spellcaster, the new alchemist, but without the queen's knowledge. Now, this is just something I personally like in my stories and in my gameplay. If some other sim has to die, or if some other sim will die from something, I feel as though the same should apply. So if a sim can die, I feel like the same should apply for my favorite sim. So just because I really love a sim doesn't mean I will try and save them necessarily from a fate they have. And thus far, nobody who has been... I mean, with Ursula, it was different because she wasn't supposed to die. Whereas with Rose, the queen has sentenced her to death. So I'm not going to try and save Rose because that's the decision for her has been made. She is, and the thing is, right, there is a story reason for that as well, but just personally, none of the traitors have been ever saved. And that's just because I personally don't feel inclined to save them, even if they are my favorite sim, or even if I really like them. I feel like if someone else were to die under these conditions, then, and they weren't my favorite, then I should have the same apply to my favorite. And if this was, for example, if this was a situation with Morgana, where Morgana was putting Rose to death, and if the queen came back and got her castle back under control and saved Rose, that I would allow. But if the queen herself has sentenced Rose to death, I'm not going to save Rose. I'm going to let her die, even if I really adore her, and I feel like it's unfair that she's so flippin' young and she should have lived a lot longer before it came to this, but I'm just going to let it be, guys. I'm not saving her. I'm not going to save her. I'm just letting you guys know. So start submitting your spellcasters, because I'm not saving Rose. Oh, I know that's going to make some of you really sad, but that's just the way I like to do things. That's just the way I like to do things. And also, with the whole, if someone were to save Rose, it should be Nymphadora. The queen even took Nymphadora with her. Oh, they're talking with each other, but they're having an awkward conversation. The queen even took Nymphadora with her to see the ambassadors because she wasn't entirely sure if Nymphadora would be inclined to let Rose out. So the queen knows that Nymphadora has good feelings towards Rose, and she probably would struggle to just see her die, especially after giving birth to a baby and everything. But at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, for something like Opal to be pulled off, I feel as though there would have to be a separate power within the coven that's leading the other ladies or that's opposing the queen, or that the ladies who are already in the coven don't respect the queen in some way, or they look down on her. They don't acknowledge her authority. Whereas every single lady we have in the coven right now under Queen Athena, despite her methods, they all are loyal to her. Nymphadora is loyal, Freya is loyal, and definitely Ursula is loyal. So no matter how much Nymphadora feels as though this is unfair, and that Rose shouldn't have to go through this, and how much affection she has for Rose, she will not go against her queen, because she is loyal to her queen. The queen has led the vampires well so far. Yes, her methods against the spellcasters have been wrong, oftentimes. Well, not wrong, but, you know, they've been cruel, and that shouldn't be the case. But in terms of the vampires, the queen has led them the best that any vampire queen has ever led them. So I don't think these vampires, like Nymphadora or Freya, they would go ahead and go against the queen's decision and undermine her authority by trying to help Rose escape. That's just not in their blood. They're not going to do it. So, I'm sorry guys, but Rose is not going to be saved. All you guys have is her company, her pixelated presence for the next episode or two until she has this baby, and then she is going to be booted out. Booted out of the world, out of life, which, yeah, is sad. But that's just the way the story has turned out for her, unfortunately. And no, this was not planned all along, as in I didn't know she was going to get thrown into prison, made pregnant, and then, killed. Back when the whole Rowan thing started, but now that it's reached him, the queen has announced her decision. I'm sticking by that decision. I'm not gonna compromise it in any way. But there you go. Cry all you want. I have cried too, but I have come to terms with the fact that Rose had a miserable life, and that's just the way things are gonna end. Hopefully the next spellcaster has a better go at it than Nymphadora did, but there we go. So I'm just going to let you know now, because I have a feeling Rose is going to die in the next episode, because she's probably going to give birth in the next episode. Go ahead, guys, make the spellcasters, make alchemists for the queen, for the coven, and use the hashtag FantasyEsque, so that I know that it's for the series, and also so that I can find it. But, yeah. I think it'll be very fun to see who comes along next and to see what they do, whether or not their relationship with the ladies are better. Now, I don't know if this was an alchemist thing, if all the vampires are necessarily against the alchemist under Athena's rule, or if they're just, wait, what? Hold on a second. What is this romance? Okay, it's non-existent. The game's being a bit weird sometimes, and that's definitely left over from Nymphadora. Right, Queenie. Stop confusing me. You're just confusing me, because I'm thinking you guys have something when really you don't. Jeez. That was so confusing. But yeah, I don't know if the ladies have something against alchemists, or if they just have something against the Alcandrica line. But anyways, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.